And numbers like those have prompted a fresh round of hand-wringing about the president's re-election bid. The New York Times delivered a grim analysis of the president's chances in a piece titled "Why the Election is Slipping Away from President Biden Right Now." And the Washington Post warning the president to trust the numbers he's seeing right now in an op-ed titled "Biden Should Assume the Polls Are Right, Not Wrong." And that's how you know what the pearl clutching over these viral videos is really about. Political dirty tricks, they're not new, but you usually don't see the other side coming out against them with such fury. These videos sting the White House because they feel true, even if they distort a particular incident. It seems like this outcry is the White House and left-leaning media's way of pushing the panic button without actually pushing the panic button. Well, joining us to discuss this is Geraldo Rivera, veteran Peabody Award-winning journalist, NewsNation's correspondent at large.
Hi, Jesse.
Geraldo, great to see you. What do you think? So is all the outrage of the videos, is it really driven by a greater concern by the Biden camp about these bad polls? What do you think?
Well, I first of all, am tremendously sympathetic to the president. I believe that he is underrated. I think, when you crunch the numbers, the economy is in terrific shape. Black unemployment is at the lowest level it's ever been. Everything is humming. The nation seems to be on the right track, and yet there's this great disgruntlement. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that President Biden, he may not be, challenged cognitively by his age, Jesse. Let's face it, he's a very, very smart man. And when you do get him settled down and he focuses, he seems right, spot on. However, there's just too much frailty, apparent frailty. There's too much wandering around on a stage. Now, it may be that this or that clip is not dispositive, that it doesn't tell the true tale. But there's been enough of them over a long enough time that there should be. And remember, I am supporting him. I'm not endorsing him, but I want him to succeed. I'm a big fan of his. He's such a decent and sympathetic person. I want him to be great, but he just does not have the kind of verve and specific knowledge and fluidity that you would eloquence that you would expect of someone who has been in public life for 4 decades, Jesse.
And I guess the question is, Geraldo, how do they change the perception? Because, and let's be clear, it's not about the number, it's not about age. I don't know, Geraldo, do you know anybody in their 80s who looks amazing, in great shape, with fantastic hair that's better than mine and is fantastic on TV? I don't know, I'm just putting it out there. But it's not about the age. How does he change the perception of this and say, you are looking at this completely wrong, American public?
But see, there's a problem. Perception is perception. Perception comes and goes. But I can attest through profoundly insightful personal knowledge that you don't get better with age at a certain point, that you remember fewer things, names come much more difficult. There is a kind of a smoothness that you lose over time. The fluid that keeps gears from grinding begins to get old after a while. It's human nature. Once you hit your 80s, if you're lucky and you live to be 100, you're still over 80% gone. It's just a reality. He's getting older. He's already the oldest ever. He'll be the ancient seaman by the time he gets reelected, if he's lucky enough to be reelected. And these polls, I think, totally reflect the comparison between, and I used this word with Connell the other day, he's not as vivacious as Donald Trump. Now, I know that's a term that's usually used for a bathing beauty or a model, but vivacity is something that he doesn't have, and compared to Trump. Trump just seems larger. He's a big man, but he seems larger than life. He seems more in control of what he knows, who he knows.
He's right up there in his age.
Not, he gets
he's only younger by Biden by like 3 years or so. But
thank you for watching. Go to NewsNationNow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.